Well, journals are really happy because for once in their life, they can look down and be satisfied with what they see. That's right, the video game journalism scene is a flutter over some new sliders that will allow you to adjust the size of your junk in Cyberpunk 2077. Now, this is an amazing thing. See, a lot of people were concerned. I mean, a lot of people have brought up the concern that, are we going to see CD Projekt Red kind of get woke here with a lot of the things they've been saying and leading to? But I think the important differentiation here is choice. You can do whatever you want. They're not going Naughty Dog and forcing you to play a certain way or a certain character. You can make your character whichever you want, however you want. And this is something I absolutely support. When we look at all the articles that games journalists have been flooding the internet with over the past 24 hours, it's exactly what you might expect. Cyberpunk 2077 features customizable junk. Cyberpunk 2077, so much hornier than Final Fantasy VII Remake. It will let you customize your junk. Cyberpunk 2077 contains first-person snuggle scenes and junk customizations with various sizes and combinations. Wow. Stunning and brave. But Mark Kern brings up a very interesting juxtaposition to this in his tweet where he says, why is every mainstream game news outlet fawning over bob sliders and junk customization in Cyberpunk 2077 when the same outlets get outraged if anime game has a boob slider or head pats? Very interesting, isn't it? Much hypocrisy we see in modern games journalism, of course. And it's not that hard to see. We can look at the IGN. We could just take a look at some of the replies. Let's see. We've got this reply. Why? We've got Justin Wayne coming in here.
No, 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 no.
Is it possible for me to give my character both sets of equipment and like just one boob? Give it a voice to the masses. You got Asmongold in here saying, take note, Warcraft devs. Again, again, the biggest difference here is choice. And what Naughty Dog is offering here is basically an unprecedented amount of customization down to your cup size. Now, if the game isn't absolutely perfect, I'll be the first one to criticize and say, was this really required? Because X, Y, and Z might be broken. But let's take a look at some of the new news of Cyberpunk 2077 because we haven't talked about it in a long time. The RSB has published its ratings for Cyberpunk 2077, which includes a new bit of information about the game's character creator. You can now customize your player's junk. Per the report, quote, players can select a gender and customize their character. Customization can include depictions of sweater puppies, butts, and junk, as well as various sizes and combinations. Interesting. Can you have both? I don't see why not. I don't see why you wouldn't just go all the way. This would appear to be part of CD Projekt Red's decision not to include a traditional gender option in the game. Now, when I covered this, everyone got really, the woke brigade got super triggered because I made fun of it. But ultimately, my point in that video, my point here is giving the player the choice is always okay. It's not pandering, giving you options. You know why? Because 99% of people are going to choose one or the other, and they're going to be happy with it. And the 1% of the people that really felt left out by all this, they're going to be able to do what they want to do too. And that's a good thing. I mean, it's funny. It's all funny to me. But, the fawning over it. But ultimately, this is how you handle it. CD Projekt Red does it again. The report also makes mention of in-game purchases. but CD Projekt Red has subsequently told IGN these refer to the ability to buy future DLC expansions for the game, not microtransactions. Quote, as we've said before, Cyberpunk 2077 is a single-player game with no microtransactions. The ESRB info is based on the fact that expansions require the base game and therefore are treated as purchased by the rating board. Much of the report, which awards the game an M17 plus rating, focuses on adult content, mentioned the previous Australian ratings report, including suggested spicy actions and all the things that you would go into the game that you would expect. Players can encounter events where they have the option to engage in spicy activity with the other main characters or professionals of the evening, says the report. These brief, spicy scenes from first-person perspective depict partial spiciness, moaning or suggestive, moving through various positions. Some scenes contain brief depictions of thrusting motions, and others depict the character's head moving towards a partner's crotch.
You know, I don't mean to be rude, but do you have a more comfortable chair? This one's really hurting my back.
Oh my God, Quagmire! You come out from under there!
I'm sorry, everybody. I just wanted to meet her so bad.
It all seems we'll learn more about Night City event on June 11th, with Cyberpunk 2077 increasingly close to its September 17th release date. It feels likely we'll see more gameplay and perhaps a breakdown. Now, every single news outlet out there is just thirsting over this. Here's an article from Windows Central, you know, high quality reporting. Cyberpunk 2077 has been rated M. That's not all, though, as the rating also confirms the game includes first-person spicy scenes. How exciting! Truly, how exciting! You know, we see all these type of who would have thought? It's interesting though. You wonder how this is going to backfire, because of course it will. I mean, we don't live in a world where gamers get something cool or interesting, and then people don't whinge and complain about it. I'm sure we're going to see articles that are like, players, even the digital characters in Cyberpunk 2077 are suffering the male gaze. Or they'll say like, creepy gamers share pictures of their spicy characters. I'm sure. For a look at somebody who's likely to be upset about it, let's check The Independent. The report also specifies a depiction of using, including amphetamine and a state-altering inhaler, as well as a quest in which a player assists a character hammering nails through their hands and feet, screaming sounds. Given the game was inspired by gritty works in the cyberpunk genre like Blade Runner and Ghost in the Shell, it's probably unsurprising that Cyberpunk 2077 isn't afraid to embrace its sleazier side. I was one of the people that was absolutely bummed by the delay of this game. We could be playing it, and right now when everybody's at home, oh my God, could you imagine? I wonder if this is going to affect sales in any way, given, you know, right now, everyone's at home, stuck at home, and playing video games. In September, people might be sick of it. Who am I kidding? Of course, it's going to be the biggest selling game of all time, in my opinion. I mean, I could be wrong, but it has all the makings of a super huge mega blockbuster. You have the existing fandoms from The Witcher. You actually have probably some new Witcher game fans, which we've talked about before, how the Witcher TV series affected the game sales. And now you've got a whole new crop of people coming into the CD Projekt Red family, falling in love all over again. And then they're going to come to the natural conclusion here of wanting Cyberpunk 2077 to come now, want to play it. I'm excited for this game. I don't really know any other way to put it. Everything about it seems awesome, and I think it's important that not every choice in a game like this, you know, these type of things, is necessarily for woke reasons. I think you can be progressive in a video game without being virtue signaling. I think that's exactly what CD Projekt Red's doing here. Now, maybe some people will say, oh, you're just a fanboy of CD Projekt Red, so you're giving them a pass. Otherwise, you would roast them. maybe, I guess maybe I'm just not seeing that. Now, if Cyberpunk said, oh, you must play this way, or you must do this, or you must do that, and if you don't, you're an evil person, well, yeah, then that goes into the kind of woke category. If CD Projekt Red was tweeting this stuff out, talking about like, we're so stunning and brave, we've changed our logo to represent the customization options in the gender freedom inside of Cyberpunk 2077. Yeah, that kind of stuff is woke virtue signaling. But this just seems like a great idea. One, if you did it for super woke progressive reasons, since you did it right, it's awesome. Two, even if you didn't, and you did it to preemptively just shut up all the game journalists who are going to whine about it, it works too. This is just a perfect execution. It's going to please the game journals, as we've seen, raving over it. It's going to please players who really want to get out there and be weird and put both sets of equipment or whatever the case they want. They can do it. And for the majority of players who don't really care about that stuff, they're not forced into something that they don't want. They can pick a character that looks female, a character that looks male, and get on with playing the game. I've never been somebody that spends a lot of time on character customization. I mean, it's just not my thing, but I know a lot of people do. So the people that want to spend time on it, they can. The people that don't want to, they don't have to. And nobody's forced anything. Just perfect execution by CD Projekt Red, in my opinion. I continue to look forward to this game. We'll talk to you. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.